Hello and welcome back to another Reaconteur video, and in today's video I will be going over everything Archmage and Reaconteur took from other games and put into Deepwoken. Before we get into this video, make sure to subscribe and join my Discord, because only about 10% of the people watching this video are actually subscribed. So please subscribe and hit that bell. Also, join that Discord. So it's very clear Deepwoken and Rogue Lineage are both heavily inspired by other media, more specifically Souls-like games, with the class in Rogue Lineage Shinobi just straight up being ripped from Sekiro, and the Abyss Walker and Abyss Watcher classes being taken from Dark Souls. However, we're not talking about Rogue Lineage, are we? We're talking about Deepwoken, and Deepwoken has way more stolen stuff than Rogue Lineage. So let's get into it. First of all, let's cover enemies. Sharkos. Sharkos are a beginner to mid-level enemy in Deepwoken, and if you really look at them, you can tell that the Sharko is literally just a shark giant from Bloodborne. With the coral on the back and the large claws and teeth, it's very evident where the inspiration came from. Not only this, but the Jellyfish King is literally just from SpongeBob. This isn't a joke, by the way. The pineapple also used to be in the depths, and that was removed, and the king jellyfish actually plays disco music sometimes as a SpongeBob reference. Also, I'd just like to point out, the Squibbo is similar to Dagon from Jujutsu Kaisen, however, the Squibbo is blue instead of red. I highly doubt this is a coincidence, though, because they look very similar. The lionfish is not directly a reference, but the move called Sero, a move used by the Menos Grande and Agichas Hollows from Bleach. Oh yeah, Primadon placeholder music is from Attack on Titan, meaning the Primadon could be a reference to the Beast Titan. Oh, and also, golems are just from Genshin Impact. You know, I just thought I'd say that because now everyone's gonna think that Archmage likes Genshin Impact. Now onto mantras. There is an exceedingly rare flame mantra known as the Flame of Denial, which is ripped straight from Dark Souls 3, which has a move known as the Tears of Denial, which acts as and does similar things in game. The talent Fishman is also a reference to the Fishman from the boring 90% filler anime One Piece. Also, Frozone is a reference to Frozone from The Incredibles. You know, so is the entire move of Ice Skate. Oh, Ice Skate could also probably be a reference to ReZero, a move used by a character named Rem. The entire charm mechanic is probably a reference to Charm from Pokemon, because that happens a lot. Lightning Cloak is literally just Killua's Godspeed, and even more was like Killua's Godspeed back when lightning was blue, which was during Deepwoken's testing phase. Also, Grand Javelin is just the Sunlight Spear from Dark Souls 3. So, yeah. The Darksteel Greatsword, also probably a reference to the Greatsword from Berserk.
Also, the critical hit noise is stolen straight from Dark Souls. I'm editing the video, I just realized this. Listen to this. It's stolen from Dark Souls! You guys couldn't even make your own sound effects!
The Gun Spear, a fairly popular Deepwoken weapon, is also just taken straight from Bloodborne. Petra's Anchor is likely a reference to Guilty Gear, and the character May, who wields an oversized anchor, much like Petra's Anchor. The Cerulean Knife. Wow, this one's really original. Ben's knife from Hunter x Hunter. As you can see, the similarities between the two of them are uncanny. But it's just a coincidence, guys. These are the most original Roblox devs. And I would also like to think that the Shadow Katana is a reference to the katana Genichiro wields in Sekiro, seeing as how they're very similar weapons, both being longer katanas with blood grooves and dark steel with platinum silver linings. So, yeah. Oh, man. Bells in this game. It's like there's not a single bell that isn't stolen from something. The bell, Jar of Souls, is a reference to the Binding of Isaac Repentance DLC item by the same name. It also works the exact same way, where enemies killed equals stronger laser. The spear, found in Crazy Slots, is the Vortex Vanquisher from Genshin Impact, much like the Golem. Also, Crazy Slots is literally just the Hunter x Hunter character Kite's ability by the same name. And the bell wind-up is from, you guessed it, Hunter x Hunter, from the character Finks, who can wind up his arm to release a devastating blow. Run It Back may be a reference to Tracer's ultimate ability from Overwatch, which isn't very unlikely, seeing as how Reaconteur and Archmage both like Overwatch and games like that. And oh my god, Archmage and Rag, how many bells did you steal from other games and media? The Kamui bell is literally just straight out of Naruto, since Obita Uchiha uses it, you know, in like every episode he's in. Payback, also known as Full Counter, that's literally just stolen from Seven Deadly Sins. That's Meliodas' the thing. None of the bells are original. And I'm pretty sure that Yoru is a reference to something. I just can't find it. And I'm pretty sure that, like, everything is a reference. Now I'm just gonna be covering references that don't exactly fit in any of the other categories. So, yeah. Next up is going to be the entire base combat system. All of the basic PvP and PvE mechanics are taken almost one for one from Sekiro. The parry system is the same, and the posture bar is taken from Sekiro almost entirely, if not just rebalanced to be better for PvP. Also, little side note, but the Emerald description in Deepwoken is of the non-chaotic variety, which is possibly a nod to how emeralds in Rogue Lineage are the chaotic gem used to obtain Faceless. Although it's more than likely a reference to the Chaos Emeralds from Sonic and all of the Sonic games, because they're in all of them. Also, the depths, you know, the entirety of the depths, very likely a reference to an anime and manga series known as Made in Abyss, which is a horror manga and anime series with heavy gore in case you felt like watching it and don't like that stuff. Azure Flame, literally just Avatar: The Last Airbender. They just stole that straight out. And the revolvers and dragoons, dude, they literally just stole this. That's a reference to the United States of America. I'd also like to point out the description of the diamonds, these don't have blood on them, is a reference to how slaves in African land were exploited for diamonds, often referred to as blood diamonds due to how they were obtained unethically through slavery. Basically, I'm saying that Archmage supports slavery and that we need to get rid of him. Allomancy was supposed to be in the game. That's literally just Full Metal Alchemist. I thought I would point that out because it's not in the game yet. It's not in the game yet, and Archmage said Allomancy would be in the game. I was gonna mention it in the main video, but since it's not in the game, I don't want to mention it because if he just never releases it like Just Read, then I'm gonna look like an idiot. But you know, he said Allomancy would be in the game. Allomancy's not in the game, but Allomancy is literally just taken straight from Full Metal Alchemist. Alright, now this section is just going to be for things that I know are references, but I don't know where they're from. Yoru. Yoru is a reference to something. It just has to be a reference to something. I just can't figure out where it's from. Phoenix Bell also has to be a reference to something. I just, once again, don't know where it's from. But based on the way that Infernasu has talked about it, I'm pretty sure it's from some sort of anime or gay porn hentai. The Enforcer. I know for a fact that the Enforcer is a reference to something because multiple people have told me. I just keep forgetting where it's from. But it is a reference along with the Enforcer's axe, technically. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. So basically, Archmage is very clearly not as original as lots of people might think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, press the bell, and join my Discord. So, goodbye. Also, quick thing. And what was the last thing I talked about? The Enforcer? Oh, key the new intro. Why are you still here? Leave. The video's over. It's just a black screen here. You're sitting at the end of time. We're in the abyss now. Leave!